Sleepers Podcast, Thursday, April 17th. And Card, I'm in a good mood today. You know why? It's date night. Did your mic stop working? I can't hear you.
What do you mean you can't hear me?
Now I can hear you. You were moving your mouth and I didn't hear anything the first couple words.
You know what? It does that for you too. We got to figure that out with why it does that. But I always catch the end of it so I can, put two and two together. What's on the docket for date night?
Well, we're just going to dinner.
Where at?
We don't know.
You don't have plans in place?
When you got two kids, you don't have time to plan the date night. You just know you got a date night. That's all we got. We're going to get to 4 p.m. and figure out that we got 2.5 hours and we're going to make something shake.
I like that. Good early white
Make
dinner.
multiple things shake.
Can we relax?
Okay. I'm excited. It's been a while since date night.
I know. Well, it's fine. If you are going to make something shake, I guess shake it now so that we're not having another child during March.
Won't be doing that. Can promise that. Although I got to be honest, now that we've gotten through it, kind of enjoyed getting to just disappear during the biggest week of the year.
It did add a little pizzazz to the situation, I must say.
I had fun.
Can you go to a Mexican place tonight? I think you deserve a marg.
You think so?
Yeah.
Honestly, it's hard to do date night in the middle of diet mode, so I'm probably just going to be off like one glass of red wine and a salad.
You get a glass of red wine at places?
Yeah, when I'm in diet mode, yeah.
Then you should hit that one spot that is it called like 600 Kitchen?
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be a good choice.
Yeah, that would have been a good choice back in my old residence.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, you are. You're in the upper echelon.
Yeah, I got a
Portage.
cul-de-sac now.
Do you get the claim the cul-de-sac in your neighborhood?
Yeah, it's one big cul-de-sac.
Yeah, but like it's a massive neighborhood and the cul-de-sac's like way down the street.
No, the whole neighborhood is one massive cul-de-sac. It's a big circle.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, there's just different entry points out of the big cul-de-sac. But
Got it. Got it. Okay. All right. Hey, all respect to the upper echelon of Portage.
it's okay. I get it. You've rarely been to my residence. I get it. It's okay.
I have been there. I have been to your residence amongst your friends more than I think others have.
I think TJ has you beat, but
Does he?
outside of that, yes.
Okay, but also like TJ's never made a trip to Dunross. He lives in the area and then he scurries over to your
Oh,
place.
I'm a friend of convenience for
Yeah.
Mr. James. Yeah.
Yeah. For me, like I seek you out. I want you.
Oh, I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
I'd rather not. Let's get to the YouTube comment of the day.
That banter was better. I think we're finding our footing.
We'll get back into it.
Yeah.
I'm, yeah, I'm gonna move on to the YouTube comment. But the thing about your footing is that you're severely pigeon-toed. So like you trying to find your footing would be kind of funny.
I see. I hated here's the thing. Please don't pause like that again before one of those because it left me for 10 seconds trying to figure out where you were headed. And I thought of a lot of other, even meaner things you were going to say. So please just be quicker with it next time. But that was well done.
Okay, thank you. I will go to this comment because I think it encompasses a lot of things that I had to deal with yesterday. Um, we made a Lamar Wilkerson update video and released it like 2 hours before he committed to Indiana and then recorded an Indiana commitment video. So I would like to just apologize for my quote that seemed to shake Big Blue Nation or shake a lot of people when I said that if he went to a horse race with Mark Pope, he's going to Kentucky. That is unequivocally false moving forward.
Thank you. That's big of you.
Go ahead.
I mean, honestly, everything you do is big of you, but
We're so bad. We've never been more back. Should we get to the Discord?
please.
Join the Discord. Discord is one of the best ways to support Sleepers Media in all of our endeavors, all the time and work we put into this channel. The community is great. It's also a great way to support us. The link is in the description of our Twitter. It's $9.99 a month if you join on your desktop. Make sure you do join on your desktop. Otherwise, they'll be hitting you with some fees that we can't support, to be honest with you. We're trying to help y'all out, be a a olive branch to y'all. I think that's what you call it. We're gonna start with Jay Hart. Actually, sorry, I blocked Malik. You know what? Season's over.
I like
I'm
this. I like this.
I'm unblocking Malik.
As a sign of good faith, I like that energy a lot.
Malik is unblocked. Malik Perry, thanks to Dion for calling out that big back for skipping all my comments. We're so back, man. We're so back. Malik Perry, once again, with the bidding war in full swing, who is getting overpaid and underpaid in the portal?
So it's hard to speak on this, I think, because I really do believe a lot of the numbers are just not accurate. I think people are throwing around numbers that aren't real. But the only ones I feel really confident in speaking to are my teams because I just trust the people that are telling me the information with Michigan. So I'll give you one that's overpaid and one that's underpaid from that team. I think Ade Mara's overpaid. I think they paid high seven figures for a backup center, and I don't like that. I think you could have found better. And then honestly, as this progresses, I think Elliot Cadeau is underpaid. They got him for $1.3 million. And respectfully, the numbers we've heard for Xavier Booker are more than that. You give me a starting point guard that started on a Sweet 16 one seed, that's a top five assist rate guy in the sport with 2 years left. There's at least some upside, even if you don't like it. For less than Xavier Booker, it makes it a lot more palatable for me.
Yeah. I guess I could. Well, first overpay is Gabe Cups. Speaking to my team in particular, we're not overpaying anybody. We're also not underpaying anybody. We are just the perfectly paid team of college basketball, the bargain hunters, the storage wars of college basketball, the poor towel of college basketball. Dion, thanks for holding up the MSU flag while Greg's gone. We know Carter won't. End of the flurry. If you don't read my comments, you will be back under the bed. Thanks, Malik. Good to have you.
Good job, Malik. It's great to be back.
Jay Hart. After list, Jay Hart champ. Is Jay Hart a champ?
Yeah, Western Michigan hockey. He's claiming that because he is a Western Michigan student.
Oh, okay. Good on you.
Yeah.
After listening to the BR show, I think I need to stand up for my guy Biggie a little bit. Big Ten Player of the Year, Wooden and Naismith finalist, consensus first team All American, average 18 and a half, 12 and a half, 3 on 53, 45, 78. Arguably the third best player from Purdue in my lifetime, 2003. That's insane being born in that year. Not sure why he doesn't get remembered like the truly dominant and skilled force that he was.
Well, he does. He was just in the context of what we were talking about. It's different.
It was more so him with Edie.
I don't think anything about Biggie works with Edie. It's basically, I really think Swanigan was just a much better, stronger Travion,
Hmm.
and you already saw this play out. They immediately benched Travion, like, and that team was good. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like you wanted to play Travion and Edie together and it was smooth. So trust me, Biggie's awesome. I have no qualms about you arguing maybe he's the third best Purdue player you've ever seen. Also, Jay Hart, you're showing your age a little bit, my guy, and you should because you're young. Being young is great. But yeah, I think if you passionately believe Biggie Swanigan's better than the entire trio of Robbie Hummel, Jawan Johnson, Etwan Moore, that would indicate to me you probably weren't old enough to watch those guys closely, which I know is the truth for Jay Hart.
And can I translate that? Yeah.
Sure.
Get your young ass down, Jay Hart.
No,
Respect.
I like Jawan, like Jay Hart was in the Discord referencing shooting numbers. And I think like yeah, you look at a basketball reference page, it would tell you Caleb Swanigan's a better shooter than Jawan Johnson. But if you watch Jawan Johnson, I don't think that's all that accurate. You know what I mean? Jawan Johnson played in 2008 before we had the big 3-point movement in the sport. And by the end of his career, he was like this really versatile, unguardable mid-range jumper shooter that stretched it out to three. Like Biggie Swanigan was shooting set shot, wide open threes because nobody wanted to deal with him in the post and wouldn't guard him to the 3-point line. It's just, again, he shot it well. Jawan didn't. There's your basketball reference page. Did you actually watch Jawan? He was like this awesome stretch four in a
Yeah.
way that would fit better with Edie.
before his time. I'm Ainer. In reference to the Sion story, Duke fans are not taking pride in not paying players. This story validates Shire as a recruiter, Rachel Baker as a GM, and Duke having more to offer than NIL. That's where the pride comes from.
Okay,
All right, cool.
I
I'm
hear
Ainer.
you. I
Huh?
respect that.
Yeah, I respect it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I respect it too. I'm Manor. Conspiracy theory. Jay Lucas told Miami he could get the boozers because he knows Duke has an ungodly war chest that will be used to bring back the entire roster, taking roles away from the boozers. If Duke were to run it back, do you like them better with the boozers or veteran role players from the portal?
With the boozers.
With the boozers as well.
Anything with Cam Boozer, I like.
That's kind of where you stand, right?
And I stand happily. He's going to be incredible.
Yeah. Uh, Fletcher. If you could choose any team to play a home and home non-con with, who would you choose?
Ooh, like for my team,
For my team right now, it'd be BYU.
you want to play them?
Yeah, I want to go to Provo.
I mean, yeah, I do want that. I mean, I wish this little exhibition we're doing at MSG with St. John's became a real home and home because I'd like to pack up Isaiah from NYC.
That means something to
Yeah,
you.
also, like, didn't I just do this with the worst Michigan team ever, like a year ago?
What?
Pack up St. John's?
Did you?
Why am I even like entertaining this guy as a threat? Uh yeah, the worst Michigan team ever beat St. John's by 16 and Doug McDaniel had his coming out party
Yeah, but Ricky P had fat players on his team.
at the Garden. We
But
went
Ricky P had fat players.
Dog, we went 8-24 and one of our wins was a 16-point win at the Garden over St. John's.
Yeah, man, you were feeling yourself after that game. I remember recording
Damn
those.
loser, man. It's crazy.
Um, yeah, I would either do like BYU or like selfishly, give me easy wins. Like I do like a home and home with Chicago State.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah, just give me a dub. Why
Sure.
not?
Give me a dub. Give me a dub. Give
Give me
me
a
a dub.
dub. Give me a dub. Let's see here. Dylan Terpstra. Thoughts on my first version of my way too early Big Ten power rankings? I'm gonna just do the top eight. He has Purdue 1, Michigan 2, UCLA 3, Wisconsin 4, Michigan State 5, Oregon 6, Ohio State 7, and Maryland 8th.
Ohio State 7 seems skeptical as long as Diebler's the guy for me. Also, I think Maryland's going to be bad in year one. I think they have a lot of work to do, and I don't love what they added. So I would push back on the bottom half of that, but I don't really have issue. I think Purdue is clearly one. I think if you assume Yaxel comes right now, Michigan is clearly two, and then you're arguing everybody like 3 through 6.
Yeah. There's some teams in the lower half of your rankings, D-Terp, that I think will end up higher. You have Washington at 12. They still have some work to do in the portal, but they have added a lot. Um, Also, don't sleep on my guy Muss. We ain't finishing 14th in the Big Ten.
I think my quick top five, I think would be Purdue, Michigan. I think I might go UCLA 3. I might go Oregon 4 with short Shellstad back. Like I think they're gonna be good. And then maybe Wisconsin 5. Probably
Those are-
Michigan State 6, just because I trust Izzo no matter what, and then you go from there.
I think that'd be me too. So you're pretty similar to D-Terp. Shout out to D-Terp.
Yeah, those are good
Um,
rankings. I like that from D-Turp. Miss you, D-Turp.
yeah. Let's see. Uh, Clear-headed Illini fan. Thoughts on the NBA possibly just having the Bulls, Hawks, and Heat play the Eastern Conference 8 seed every year and skip the regular season would save a lot of wear and tear, and it seems to be where we end up every time anyway.
Yeah, I don't like the play in. I know we got a good Warriors game last night, but I'm bored already. Just get to the playoffs.
Shout out to the Pistons. We are not the NBA TV series for the playoffs. We're on prime time,
It's
dog.
huge. I'll save it for one big thing.
Okay, I'm not doing it for one big thing, so I'll say this: like Knicks, come outside.
Yeah,
Spike
that was
Lee
my thing.
outside. Dua Lipa, please come outside. Jalen Brunson outside. All like, please. Carl Anthony Towns outside, like all of them, come outside. I want that.
This is personal for me. This is my get back.
Oh, like the Nova hurts you.
This is my get back, cute little Villanova Knicks. Guess what? Carl Anthony Towns ain't gonna help you. Okay? Jalen Brunson, you're 5'6". I'm ready for you. I'm very excited for the series. This is the matchup that I wanted, and I think we're gonna win the series.
I love your energy. Who are we brought to you by today?
We're brought to you by Underdog Fantasy, as we always are. Shout out to Underdog Fantasy. Promo code SLEEPERS. You can get up to $1,000 in bonus credits. They'll give you a 50% deposit match up to $1,000 plus a free pick. Speaking of Pistons Knicks, I've already got my eye on this. Cade Cunningham higher than 27.5 points in that first game against the Knicks is a pick that I will be playing. Underdog has a bunch of basically free picks in there where they give you a bonus
Mm,
all the way down
that's
to over 0 points for a player. Jump in, you'll get some wins right away. Underdog Fantasy promo code sleepers, and it helps the show in a big way. We got some numbers back from Underdog today. Finally, in the last week, we did a really good job driving signups. We need to drive a lot more. We're very hopeful that Underdog could be a partner that helps us throughout the entire offseason. And the more people that sign up, the better. So if you're a listener of this show that wants to be able to watch the show year round, sign up for Underdog Fantasy. Even if you're just putting a little bit of money in there to play, you'll end up loving it. Promo code sleepers. Get that $1,000 bonus up to $1,000 and a free pick. We're long overdue for a draft. So today we're going to play a game of best available transfer portal players, and we're going to draft teams. And since you told me how your draft stuff has worked previously, where you literally just copy Evan Miyakawa's work, we're going to change the rules here. We're not going to use Evan Mia's roster builder as the decider of our wins. We're going to use the YouTube chat to decide who wins.
can't we use Evan Mia, but I'll you have my scouts honor. I won't do that anymore.
Yeah, Scout's honor means nothing to you. I know this from previous experience with you. So,
That's not okay. First of all, I was a Boy Scout.
correct.
So like
We the card
I know Scout's honor.
we know.
What's that mean?
We know you eat the Scout cookies. Like we're well aware.
You son of a bitch.
Okay. So you can use Evan Mia's rankings if you want and just copy his work like you always do, but it's going to be up to the chat to see if this actually works.
Your saltiness on the fact that you didn't think of that first is telling.
It was a really good move, but
Thank you.
the bad move was telling me that that's what you were doing because you could have floated to this for years and just won it all the time. But impatience, not a virtue. Okay, do you want the first pick or the second pick?
I would like the second pick, please.
So we can only draft players that are currently in the portal available, have not committed to a destination. I'm going to go first, and I'm going to take the best uncommitted player in the portal. I'm taking Darion Williams. We're drafting 5 guys total, by the way.
5 guys total, uncommitted. Okay.
Although, let's add a sixth man because we can even out the rounds that way. We'll do a sixth man.
Okay. Sorry, I just want to do a little get my player pool up if you don't mind. Okay. I Interesting where I want to go here. I am going to take gotta get the head of the snake, but also like I'm gonna take Xavier Lee.
That's your guy.
I'm gonna take Xavier Lee. And then with Xavier Lee, I am going to take Jameer Watkins.
Good pick. Good pick. Great player there. Good pick. All right. Kind of torn on what to do here. Because there's a lot of guys that are all like in the same archetype right now that really scare me.
Oh, why is that?
Like I have Darion Williams, and all of my next best available are all like shot hunting wings that I don't really believe in. And I don't want to add like six of those guys. So
It's
I'm gonna
fair.
do something a little unorthodox, I think, here. I'm gonna take Rodney Rice and Rylan Griffin.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to build the best team that I can. And if that leaves some best available for you that you got a clunky Kansas State like fit, that's fine with me. I've selected Rodney Rice and Rylan Griffin to go with Darion Williams, and you're up next.
Don't project on me either. Just make your picks. There's no need for you to explain.
I'm looking for fit, man. I'm just saying.
I'm glad you're doing for fit here. Okay. Let's go. So I'm gonna go Blake Harper, and then I'm going to go Cedric Coward.
It's a good pick. It's a good pick. Ooh. All right. Can you read me back your team for a minute?
Xavier Lee, Jameer Watkins, Cedric Coward, and Blake Harper.
It's a good team.
I like my team.
It's a good team. It's a good team.
Thank you.
All right. Working through some things right now. Working through some things right now.
Whatever could you be working through, Gregory?
Well, I know one of my picks, but I'm desperately trying to find my other one. And I'm pretty scared about it. Because I think there's one position in the portal that there's just no good options
So
for.
so because you said that, I think we can just throw this out there right now. The center options are shit.
There's no good centers in the portal.
Yeah, or they're
I don't
gone. They're committed already.
I don't want Eddie Lampkin,
You sure?
but you got to get one, I think.
You got to get somebody.
Got to get one. All right. I'm going to keep going off my fit here. I'm going to take Nigel Pack. And then I am going to take RJ Lewis.
Good value getting Lewis at this spot.
Yeah, I didn't love him as a fit with Darian Williams early, but at this point I'll just scoop him up and use my sixth pick on a big.
Yeah, that's a good pick. Good on you.
Back to you.
Oh,
Final two picks.
two here. So I think I'm working into a little bit of my bench here, depending. So I'm gonna take a little up. I'm gonna take a little swing on this one, a little projection. I'm gonna take Martin Somerville, aka Baby Sears,
That's a good pick. I like him.
and then I have to have a big.
Yeah, we both do.
I wish I saw who you picked as a big first. I might just go small, like super small.
I mean, yeah, I'm debating a Darian Williams, RJ Lewis team right now.
Actually, I made a decision. I made a decision. I'm going super duper small. I'm gonna go Dylan Mitchell.
Yuck. You're always gonna find some way to get Dylan Mitchell, aren't you?
Just playing at my five
Yeah,
all day.
always.
It's either that or Aaron Bradshaw.
All right. I think I have my play, and I think I actually feel okay about it. But I just want to make sure. Shout out to Evan Mia, by the way. This little you can sort available players, and it makes it really easy. Yeah. All right. My center is Ante Berzovic.
Oh, you rat bastard.
Good player, right?
Yeah, it is, but no
Yeah.
waiver.
Yeah. I'm going Ante Berzovic. So All right, my team ends up being Nigel Pack, Rodney Rice, Rylan Griffin, Darion Williams, Ante Berzovic as a starting lineup. I'm bringing R.J. Lewis off the bench just to feed. But give me Darion Williams surrounded by three knockdown shooters and Berzovic at the five. Your team is
I want to solidify my starting lineup because I got a lot of talent here. That's the thing. I'm gonna go Xavier Lee. I'm gonna go Blake Harper. I'm gonna go Cedric Coward. I'm gonna go Dylan Mitchell at my five,
yuck.
and then I think I got who else? Or do I bump everybody down and start Somerville?
You don't remember all your players, do you?
I forgot one. I did. I legit forgot
Well,
one.
it sounds like you're starting Somerville then.
Why am I forgetting who I picked?
I don't know. I didn't write it down.
Greg, come on, man, help me here.
I didn't write it.
You weren't listening to me?
It's your picks.
I'm sorry I assumed you listened to me.
Do I have to do
Oh,
everything?
Jameer Watkins. Sorry.
To do everything for this program.
I got Jameer Watkins. That's my lineup. I got
You want me to draft your players for you too?
Xavier Lee, Blake Harper, Cedric Coward, Jameer Watkins, Dylan Mitchell.
Dylan Mitchell,
Boom.
the five's nasty business. You have better players. I have a better team.
Okay.
Chat, let us know who won the draft.
Chat.
Second topic today. Let's play a game of Find the Duos. I want to rank the
Okay.
10 best duos in college basketball for next season. Obviously, there's a lot of moving parts. There may be duos that don't even exist yet that could crack the top 10. But from what we know, what we expect, let's see if we can pinpoint way too early who are the 10 best duos in the sport of college hoops next year. I know where we need to start. Do you have the same answer as me?
Is it involving a Big Ten backcourt?
I wouldn't call it a backcourt. I'm just
Oh
looking
no,
for
sorry.
duos.
This is just duos. This isn't. Is it Braden TKR?
Yeah, the best two-player combinations you can find in the sport.
Braden TKR.
I think it's Braden, and I think it's TKR.
Yeah.
Now it's wide open, and we can figure out where we want to go from here. We can also do some projecting of players that we think will end up together.
I would like to put AJ DeBansa and Richie Saunders.
I'm okay with that. How much further would it drop for you if we did Rob Wright, who's guaranteed on the team, instead of Richie Saunders? Like that's still a top 10 duo, probably, right?
Yeah,
But not second overall.
maybe not second overall, no.
Okay. I'm good with that. That works for me.
Um, ooh, ooh. Are we assuming Darion Williams is gone?
That feels iffy to me right now.
Because if not, then honestly, I think Darion Williams and JT Toppin would be two. Maybe an argument for one.
Why don't we do Toppin and either Watts or Anderson? Unless you really think Texas Tech's going to get him back.
Yeah,
All right, then let's put them second because I think Darion Williams and JT Toppin would be the second best duo in the sport.
I agree.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Okay. Um, are there any that stick out to you right away? Because I'm doing some searching right now.
A creative one, Darren Peterson and Tyron Stokes.
Uh,
Kansas needs to close the deal, but I think they're going to, and they're going to get him to reclassify.
that that is a top duo, I think, if that happens.
But maybe we should put that lower on the list.
Peterson Badunga?
Is Badunga good enough to be in a duo right now?
I'm projecting.
I think they're on the list. They're not fourth on the list unless we really can't think of anybody better.
Okay, that's fair. Let's see who else. Does a Houston duo deserve to be on here?
Need you to name the players if so.
Or actually, no. Can I project quickly?
Of course.
I would like a Louisville duo to be a part of this.
Who?
In my personal opinion, Michael Brown and Ryan Conwell.
Is there any alternative to those two that you would do?
Woolley and Conwell.
I'm fine with Mike Hell and Conwell.
Okay.
All
Thank
right,
you.
we'll put Louisville's duo fourth. If we're gonna do Houston, to me, it would be, oh man, Emmanuel Sharp and probably Pop Isaacs. But that's so yucky to me. I hate the
Yeah,
Pop
let's
ad.
let's 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 look at some other ones. Any UConn, like UConn's backcourt, UConn's duo?
Demery and Ball.
Yeah.
I like that. Silas Demery solo ball. Put them in at five, and maybe we'll do the thing where we bump UConn down again. There is no duo from Michigan that cracks the list. It would just be Yaxel and nobody else. Uh,
Any Arkansas duo?
you'd have to go with the freshmen, I think, Acuff and Thomas. If we do that, I might want it like 10th.
10th. Okay.
I think Jalan Lowe Otega Owe, though.
That's worthy.
And I think that
But
bumps UConn down again.
is that better than an Auburn duo we could come up with though? Because they get Pettiford back, like Pettiford, Keyshawn Hall, Pettiford, the JUCO guy, Pettiford, Chad Baker Mazzara.
Don't you think the Auburn duo should be the Keyshawn's?
I think it should be Pettiford and Keyshawn Hall.
I kind of want to do the Keyshawn's.
Keyshawn squared.
We can do Pettiford and what about Pettiford Mazzara? Do you think Keyshawn Hall is going to be better than Mazzara?
Yes.
Ah, I'm going on record. I'm anti-Auburn next year if they think Keyshawn Hall is their best player.
Well, Tahad Pettiford would be the best player.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. There's gonna be some nasty duos. I don't want to get too ahead of myself here.
I put Pettiford and Hall on the list. Arizona,
It'd be Pete and Burris, I think.
Iowa State would probably be like Lipsy and Jefferson.
Montez or Jefferson.
Boyd and Blackwell, Wisconsin.
I was looking at that one a little bit.
Hopkins and Zuby Ejiofor, front court duo St. John's. I like that.
Yeah, that I think that should be in there.
All right, let's put Hopkins and Zuby Ejiofor on. So right now we have one, two, three, four, five, six. We have eight. We're looking for two more duos. We could do like the Bama backcourt, Holloway Reitzel, but I'm kind of iffy on that.
You're gonna hate this.
What am I gonna hate?
No D would do all right.
Who?
Thornton Royal, Thornton Mobley, Mobley Royal.
Yeah, I hate it. No.
Okay, testing it out.
Here's another one I hate, but I'm open to it.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Got it.
All right.
Josh Dix, Owen Freeman.
Yeah, probably. But also yuck.
I mean, come on now.
Big Z, Big T,
Yeah.
Big Tush, Big Zus.
Oh no, 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 no,
That's a no.
no,
It's a no for you, dog.
no for me, dog.
Even if it was Kylan and Big T.
No, thank you.
I think Gonzaga's front court probably deserves the last spot.
Huff and Ike.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. So our official top 10 list. Number one duo in college hoops next year, Braden Smith and Trey Kaufman-Renn. Number two, Darion Williams and JT Toppin. Tough for them to be a duo when Darion's at BYU. With the number three duo in the sport, AJ DeBanza and Richie Saunders. Number four, Michael Brown and Ryan Conwell at Louisville. Number five, Jalan Lowe, Otega Owe, Kentucky. Number six, Silas Demery, Solo Ball, UConn. Number seven, Todd Pettiford and Keyshawn Hall at Auburn. Number eight, Bryce Hopkins and Zuby Ejiofor. Excuse me. Can you carry?
No.
I hate St. John's. Number nine, Josh Dix, Owen Freeman, Creighton. Number 10, Braden Huff, Graham Ike, Gonzaga.
We forgot one.
Who do we forget?
DeVries and Wilkerson.
No, we didn't.
Okay.
Do we want to bump any of these for Peterson and somebody?
No, no more bumping.
I hate when you don't let me bump. Last year in the summer, we did a topic predicting who the top 10 basketball programs will be for the next 10 years, the next decade. You and I both gave our answers, and we had different answers. And then we made a graphic of it. Shout out to D-Turt. And it's already funny because neither one of us had Florida on it. So clearly, these projections are hard to do, and we're not exactly great at predicting greatness. But I want to revisit this and go back to what we had last year and then maybe do a consensus update. What do we think our top 10 programs are for the next decade? So I have the graphic in front of me. You can find it on our Twitter if you search for it, top 10 programs in college basketball over the next 10 years. And we tweeted it June 10th, 2024. Carter's list in order was this: Houston, Kansas, Duke, Alabama, Arizona, Purdue, Gonzaga, North Carolina, UConn, and Kentucky. So you had two Final Four teams in yours, as did I with mine. I had Kansas 1, Alabama 2, Arizona 3, Duke 4, Houston 5, Purdue 6, North Carolina 7, UConn 8, Baylor 9, and Iowa State 10. I think we're putting a lot of faith in coaches here. And there's a lot that's changed in the last year that we would probably swap around. I remember we got a lot of shit for putting UConn so low in this order, and
I, I
yours
also
and
remember putting North Carolina in here with the caveat that Hubert would not be the coach for the next 10 years.
we literally did say that. I remember. So, all right. So that was our answer last year. A lot has already changed. Like I would have Kansas not near close to the top right now, based on how things have been operating. I think. Why don't we come up with a consensus top 10 programs for the next 10 years? You and I together right now.
Okay.
Okay. So who do you want at one? Last year you had Houston. I had Houston at five on my list. We both had Arizona, Duke, Alabama, Kansas, and Houston all in our top five. Who would you take for the next 10 years? Who do you think would be the best program in college basketball?
Duke.
I think we got to put Duke one
Yeah. Duke won.
because I think Shire has basically solidified everything that we wanted to see. We
Yep.
know they're going to have resources. We know stars are always going to want to go to Duke.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Number two. Now, the big change for me, money is massive now, a way it wasn't even a year ago. Like, we know who the big spending schools are. So, where do you drop the big spending schools if we're focused on the next 10 years?
So I don't think we get to them yet. I think we get to them at like 3 or
Or
4.
lower? Okay. Who's at two then?
Or maybe we get to them now. I don't know. I'm thinking like young coaches. Like I think Bama should be somewhere up here.
If we're still going like the young coaches we trust game, Oates, Tommy Lloyd,
Florida.
and I think Todd Golden are now the three. And
Nash
Mark Pope, Pat Kelsey, Dusty May.
Hurley.
Still Hurley too, yeah.
Yeah. Um, I think we go
I think there's a clear number two,
who?
and it wasn't even in my top 10 last year.
BYU?
Kentucky.
Kentucky. Like they're good with Pope.
He answered all the questions.
Kentucky too.
I think we put Duke one, Kentucky two.
Can I go Florida 3?
You would take Todd Golden and what Florida's building over Dan Hurley and UConn? Because like I remember last year we
No.
had UConn low
Yeah.
because we thought Hurley would leave.
Yeah. No, actually, with that said, I would like UConn at 2.
You just trust that he's better.
Yes.
All right, I'm fine with that. Duke one, UConn two, Kentucky three. Fine by me. Fine by me.
Now can I get a L'Chaim?
You want Pearl?
No, Golden. Dog, he won a ship in year 3.
They're not spending in the portal like that, though.
Not yet.
Right, not
They
yet.
will.
Right, not yet.
They will. They're gonna spend big money on Lee. They
Who do you
might
think
get
wins
Howard.
more in the next 10 years? Florida or Alabama? I'd also like to add Nate Oates isn't leaving Alabama.
He isn't.
Nope.
Ever?
I don't think so. I absolutely think Golden's leaving Florida.
Oh, you do?
I think Golden will be North Carolina's next coach.
Oh. If that's the thought process, I'm fine with putting Bama first. But it also, if that's the thought process, I would like North Carolina
We
for.
want North Carolina coming up.
Yeah.
So I think the same way last year we had to keep UConn near the bottom of the list because we were worried Hurley would leave. I think that's what we need to do with Florida and Golden. They're on the
Okay.
list, but he might leave.
Let's go Bama. I think Bama for Zona 5, then.
Alabama 4, Tommy Lloyd, Arizona 5.
Now I'd like to get into bags.
I'm good with that, and I also want to throw this out there. Your number one team last year was Houston, largely because we felt like Kelvin would get over the hump. We think his best season is coming next year. He did get over the hump to a title game this year. Retirement is the scare, but also how much is Houston going to drop off when it goes to his kid? We don't know. He's gonna hand him a win now program. And at minimum, I think you're expecting a few more years of Kelvin. Along those same lines, you've got Matt Painter in his golden era right now. I don't know how much longer Payne's going to coach. I would think you get a full decade of Painter. Purdue has just decided to start spending. It's hard for me to just overlook the truly great coaches that are here operating at the highest level right now.
I'm a skeptic of Purdue once this era is over.
I would argue even guaranteeing you have 1 year of Houston and Purdue being 1 and 2 in the country next year makes it worth being on this list.
I'm fine with Houston next.
Houston at 6,
And we can go Purdue 7.
Purdue
Even
7.
though I personally would have them lower. I had the bag schools ahead.
If you want to pitch me on that, that's fine, but you got to name me some schools because right now we only have 3 spots left. We haven't put Louisville on the list. We haven't put BYU on the list. You don't have Florida on the list. We don't have North Carolina on the list. I would argue Michigan belongs on this list.
Can't get on the list if you haven't won a tournament game yet.
So who does that eliminate? Louisville?
Yep.
I strongly disagree. I think Louisville's got to be here. With how much they are spending,
Do we have to extend this list?
no, we have to cut it to 10 and make some hard decisions.
Well, I would like. Oh, I think Houston should get left off. I also think that Purdue should get left off.
I'm going to make an argument I know you're going to hate. I think Florida and North Carolina should be left off. Because for the next 10 years, we don't know how long Hubert's here. And I can't put Carolina with the way they're not spending anywhere near this list, even if they are getting Golden. And
You
Florida's season was great, but I think Golden leaves.
leave those two schools off, and then leave also Houston and Purdue off.
We can't leave everybody off. Then we need 5 teams.
No, after that we would need Then let's get into the bag schools.
Okay, name them. BYU and Louisville next.
BYU, Texas Tech, Louisville.
This is hard.
And
So
then that would
right
leave us
now,
with
our top 10 right now is Duke, UConn, Kentucky, Alabama, Arizona, Houston, Purdue, BYU, Texas Tech, Louisville. That would mean we leave off Florida, who just won a title, Michigan, who has endless money, and North Carolina, blue blood.
is
And
that
you
the
want
full
me to
list?
take off the number 1 and number 2 team in the sport for next season with coaches in their prime. Houston's not short on money, and Purdue has just started to spend.
I think those are two short windows we're speaking on.
That are still in the future in the next 10 years. You get a title next year, you're belonging on this list for the next 10 years.
Braden, Zach Edey aren't always going to walk through that door, Matthew,
They're in the door right now. One is.
for one more year.
And then the European they're spending big
This
money
is
on
this
is
is this
next.
is for the next 10 years.
I demand Purdue's on this list.
That you can do that. I don't want my name attached to it.
We have to compromise.
They can be honorable mention. Put Purdue at 10 and take Louisville out. There you go.
Louisville has to be on the list. Like not even debatable.
You're not working with me here.
The one that doesn't have to be on the list is Texas Tech.
Fine. Take them out. This is bullshit.
Do you want Texas Tech?
No, I don't want it anymore.
Then what do you want?
I want let's put Purdue up there.
They're already on there. They're not going anywhere. They're the number one team in the country for next year.
Cool.
How long until we get to Michigan State?
Oh, like top 29?
It's too many questions.
Too many questions.
And you don't think Michigan belongs? Or are you
Um,
saying you'd put Michigan over Purdue?
yes.
Is Michigan the first Big Ten school you'd put? Because we don't have a Big Ten school on this list. I think they got the most money.
They do. Do they have more? Yeah. Yeah.
It's them or Indiana.
Yeah, they got money. Yeah.
Do they belong on this list or no?
No.
But Purdue's on the list.
I guess so. I have no choice here.
All right. Do we just lock in the list as is?
Yeah, let's lock it in.
Let's lock it in. All right. Duke 1, UConn 2, Kentucky 3, Alabama 4, Arizona 5, Houston 6, Purdue 7, BYU 8, Louisville 9, Texas Tech 10. I think you and I feel equally awful about that, but there's your 10 best programs for the next 10 years. One big thing presented by Underdog Fantasy. Use promo code SLEEPERS. Get up to $1,000 in bonus credit and a free pick. What do you got?
It's simple today. Freddie Mercury had hits.
Bangers, yeah.
Yeah, what band was he in?
He was in Queen.
Who?
Queen?
Oh, okay, I thought he was just a solo guy.
You thought Freddie Mercury was solo.
Yeah.
I know that you're lying, right?
I swear to God, I'm not.
When you do the bit where you don't know who any white rock stars are, we know you're lying.
Hand up, this is not a bit.
You thinking Freddie Mercury is a solo act is not a bit.
I thought that doesn't he have his own biopic?
It's a bit.
Does he have his own biopic?
Isn't it biopic?
No, it's biopic.
I'm pretty sure it's biopic.
No, it's not biopic, it's biopic.
I think it's biopic.
Biopic.
I don't think so.
We have a bleacher room, please.
I know. My one big thing is the Pistons are beating the Knicks. We'll see in the bleacher room right now.